As you can see from your sticker, you've had a previous electrician in who's carried out the inspection in 2020. It's now 2025, which is good. So you have it every 5 years. The bonus to this board is at least everything's labelled clearly, which is brilliant. The only so you've obviously had work on it before because you've got some of them MCBs which are here. So they've been added on as a added feature later on, like added safety feature. But yeah, so you've got your standard 3-core twin and earth, and you've got some singles there, which I just need to have a bit of further inspection too. But so coming away from all that, this ideally needs to be changed for RCBOs, which is just like basically it's like it's an RCD but for singular circuits. So it's a lot better because if something trips, it doesn't trip the whole board, it just trips that singular circuit, and it's easier to identify what the issue is. The only downside to that is just obviously the nature of the house and how old it is. Obviously, you've probably had, not, well, maybe not yourself, but in the past you've probably had people, obviously adding on to different lighting circuits or sockets, and therefore you get a thing called boring neutrals. So if someone can't find a neutral in say like in a light fitting, say like for example up here, like a light fitting up here, they'll find a neutral from somewhere else, whether that be anywhere else, which is wrong in the way in the first place, but they'll put it to this and then it will work. But I've had that in the past with a few older buildings where people have done that, and just because it works, it doesn't mean it's right. And yeah, so basically when we come to fitting new boards, you get a thing called nuisance tripping, where it just keeps tripping. Yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, so that's that. You've got your service head here, which is exposed. You can see the terminals there, which that's a big red flag. That's a big no-no. So basically, you need to call the energy provider to come out and change the service head, because that shouldn't be exposed. Because basically, you could potentially get electrocuted from that. So yeah, that's not good. And yeah, just obviously you got your old cabling and stuff like that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, everything obviously could do with a tidy up regarding the cabling wise. And yeah, so we've got another issue here. You've got trailing leads, which is coming straight down the stairs. It's going to this tumble dryer here. So whether you're going to need a socket or something put in there in order to stop that from happening. Because if someone trips over that and breaks their neck or whatever, or for whatever reason, then obviously someone's liable. Yeah, but that's my visual from down in the basement. So another thing I found is your outside light. Obviously, top cowl's off. That just needs putting back into place. That's not an issue. But the cable out here is that's not rated for outside. So as you can see, it's starting to deteriorate here. So from like UV exposure. So with that, obviously the protective cable sheath of the cable can be exposed and create obviously like electrocution. As you can see, this is a metal fitting, so that can dig into there, and potentially this could then become live. So that needs rerouting or refitting, or just taking out, one or the other. doesn't want to do it now.
I know, it's really...
It's been flashing for the past 10 minutes, and then basically it's your dimmer. You need a new dimmer, and a new light fitting wouldn't be too bad either. But got a cracked socket in the kitchen. This is just due to wear and tear, not because of heavy use. These old MK ones can become quite brittle, so as you can see here, yeah, got a crack there. Obviously you don't want that cracking open, because then obviously you can cause damage and obviously electrocution, which isn't ideal. Again, another dimmer that needs replacing, because got flickery lights. The light fitting in the bathroom isn't IP rated, so it's not suitable for bathroom conditions, because of obviously you've got moisture in the air, which can cause issues with the electrics. So in order to sort this out, all you need is an IP65 light fitting, which is like the old, you know, like sort of the round ones that you get, the LED round ones, just fitting in position there. Your fan doesn't seem to be working either, actually, your extractor fan. You need your extractor fan to work, because you need suitable ventilation. Yeah, I get it, you've got a window that's open, but you do need mechanical ventilation for bathrooms as well. So just bear that in mind. So just in the top bedroom, in the loft room, there's no grommet on the incoming of the cable, so there's no cable detection. Basically this cable could be sliced over the years and yeah, cause damage to the cable. I know this has been here for years, I completely understand, but it's just one of the rules and regulations we have to adhere to. In order to fix this, rectify this, we could put a new back box on that would be suitable for stud walls. So it's a plastic box, basically put that in, and then we can put, might as well put a new faceplate on if we're putting a new back box in. That way it's a bit more up to code, because these are old. If you plug something in here, normally there's like little shutters, but once you push them in they should open, but yeah, there we are. So we're in the top room in the attic. There's this socket at the back here. There isn't a grommet in there, so in order to be able to sort this out, we're better off if we actually just replace the back box for a dry lining box for this type of stub wall. But if you're going to do that, you might as well replace this socket as well, just to you know, bring it up to scratch a bit more. So doing a earth to live, which is R1 R2 test. As you can see, the results are fluctuating.